want me to talk about E3 2016? EA started, and it was lame. You feel me? It was really lame. Like, they ain't even show nothing new. I'm sitting here watching, like, what? They showed Battlefield 1, like, after the press conference, and it looked sweet. They had these celebrities playing it, but all the celebrities was high. Ubisoft, right? Ubisoft, they were really trying to fool me, because they called it Watch Dogs 2, but they showed us some infamous Second Son gameplay. And, Watch Dogs and Ubisoft, you're not going to trick me no more. You're not. And then the Ghost Recon thing, I'm watching, I'm like, yo, this looks sweet. But I'm noticing that all the dialogue that's happening is with the characters, like the people that's playing the game, the actors. That game ain't going to have no story. I ain't buying that. After that was Microsoft. Microsoft came in, and it was sweet, but they ain't showing nothing that I'm interested in, nothing that's gonna make me want to buy an Xbox One S. They showed the Xbox One S is sweet. It looked like a Band-Aid, but it looked cool and everything, and the high dynamic range stuff, whatever. I don't really care about it. What's gonna make me buy your system? They showed freaking Recore for the first time with a trailer with little bits of gameplay in it. Then they showing these other things that we already know of, like full out gameplay. Why aren't you showing like new stuff with full out gameplay? Record, that was the first time we ever seen that game. Why aren't you showing it like full out gameplay? Why you got this trailer with little snippets of gameplay in it? And Record looked like I thought it would, not like I hoped. When they announced it last year, I'm looking at this trailer, I'm like, yo, this game is gonna look meh. But I'm hoping, in terms of the graphics, that it's gonna look like Tomb Raider. I'm hoping it's gonna look like Rise of the Tomb Raider. But it doesn't. It doesn't look like that. So I'm like, well, and I need to see more gameplay, but I'm not that interested in it. In State of Decay 2, I'm like, what is this game? Is it an MMO? All of that. At the press conference, we don't know. We don't find out. It's like, why are you showing us stuff without showing us stuff? You feel me? You showing us these trailers, but we need more gameplay. Where the gameplay at? Same thing with Dead Rising 4. They showed a trailer, but it had little bits of gameplay in it, but not a full-out gameplay thing. At a press conference, they had people come out, they show the trailer, then the person come out, talk about the game while they playing it. That's what you're supposed to do. They didn't do that for all these other games. Sea of Thieves is alright, but is it an MMO? Is it like Destiny? How come you ain't telling me in a press conference? Because I don't know. They have Final Fantasy 15 on their stage. Now, I'm in shock because Square Enix is at their press conference. I'm like, what? Okay. Now, my thing is you got Final Fantasy 15 on stage and dude can't play, whatever. The issue that I had was that Square Enix was on the Xbox stage, right? And they didn't mention no Kingdom Hearts. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out on the Xbox One. And ain't near Kingdom Hearts game ever been on the Xbox platform in general. So why are they getting Kingdom Hearts 3? That makes no sense to me. Why is the Xbox getting Kingdom Hearts 3? They ain't never had Kingdom Hearts before. And you got all these HD remasters coming out, right? All these HD remasters coming out, and it ain't never touched the Xbox. So why should the Kingdom Hearts 3 come out on the Xbox? The dude for Kingdom Hearts 2.8 just said that Kingdom Hearts 2.8 bridges the gap to Kingdom Hearts 3, and you'll really understand what's happening in Kingdom Hearts 3 if you play this game. So why ain't that game coming out on the Xbox? I don't know. So why is Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out? Phil Spencer should have asked them this before they went out on that stage. Should be like, wait a minute. So y'all here, what's going on with these HD remasters? And if they ain't got an answer, tell them to leave. Hit the road. They ain't announced nothing that would have me surprised. They ain't shocked me. I'm sitting there watching like, oh, okay, yeah. Project Scorpio, that's neat and all. Like, how much is it going to cost? Now the one thing people saying, oh, it don't make sense how they going to announce Xbox S and then the Scorpio in the same press conference. It do make sense because regardless, people don't like Xbox. People think Microsoft they evil, right? So if they announced the Xbox One S this year and it came out this year, and then next year they announced Project Scorpio, people gonna be mad. They're gonna be real mad. Because they're going to be like, oh, Microsoft just gypped us like they always do. That's how they do that. So regardless, they ain't going to win. So Microsoft trying to be transparent. But there was no bombshells. There was no announcement of Steam integration on the Xbox. There's this talk of them trying to perpetuate this idea like Xbox and PC being together. But Steam is the big thing on PC, yo. If you want to actually go into the PC market like you claim you do, you got to incorporate Steam in there. And I'm missing where is this conversation at? Where is this announcement? Guess we gotta wait till next year. I don't know. Then they talk about in the Scorpio video about the project or the VR stuff. What VR? Where? You had John Carmack up there with a freaking Oculus Rift talking. I don't know, but that's whatever. Maybe they just gonna the next Xbox gonna be like a computer. You're just gonna be able to plug up whatever you want into it. Maybe they do it that way. The Bluetooth on the controller for the Xbox One S is dope, but it should have been there. So hey, Sony's press conference, when they started with that God of War, man, I was like, oh, it looked like Last of Us. I'm excited. They had me on the edge of my seat. They showed Resident Evil 7. They showed what else did they show that got my attention? They showed that one game with all the zombies coming. It was like those three games really got my attention. And like as soon as that God of War popped up, I was like, yo, Sony won. That's it. So then I went to sleep and I woke up the next day and I realized, wait a minute. These cats then invited everybody, people from around the world to come to this venue. They got people spending their rent money on expensive movie theater popcorn and movie theater candy to watch their press conference in a movie theater. And all they did was press play on a video. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? You just did what Nintendo been doing for 2 years, except for you invited everybody to this area to watch it. Come on, man, that ain't no press conference. Yo. They ain't even announced like the Neo. They announced the Neo but ahead of E3, and they announced it and said, yo, you know, the Neo exists, but it's not going to be at E3. What was the point of announcing it then? They say they don't want people to be disappointed. Then why didn't you just announce it at E3? Say, yeah, and the PS4 Neo does exist, and we're going to talk about it later. Like, you should have did it that way then. And then Hideo Kojima's game, like, what? What? I mean, I respect the guy. I never played a Metal Gear game, but I'm interested, but I'm what? I don't even need to talk about Nintendo. I think Sony had the better like the only reason they had the better show in the games was because of God of War. Like that was the only, like, sure, they had more games at E3, but I really didn't care because I don't even remember those games. Like, God of War got my attention. But I'm still trying to figure out what's the reason for me to buy a PS4. Like, should I buy a PS4 now? Or should I wait till the Neo? You know? I don't understand why I should buy an Xbox One. Should I buy an Xbox One now or should I wait for the Scorpio? Then there's all this talk about 4K stuff. Like, I'm like, so do I need to buy a 4K TV? If I buy the 4K TV and buy your systems, am I going to be playing games? Because Sony didn't announce no release dates. When the game's coming out? Last Guardian, I'm sorry, I don't care about that. I don't care. So what can I play? Nothing? Then I'm not going to have no systems for now, I guess. This year's E3, if I could really sum it up in one word, it'd be, not surprising. Usually E3 is great. Like it's exciting. I'm always watching like, yo, this is amazing. They showing these new experiences. This year, there weren't any new experiences. The experiences they showed us, they weren't surprising. They weren't new. So maybe next year with the new systems and stuff, with the NX and the Scorpio and the Neo, maybe then things will be interesting. I have to say that all of them gonna hold L's this year because ain't nobody win E3. In my opinion, nobody won. Last year was exciting. Year before that was exciting. Year before that was exciting. This year, not so much. No bombshells. No big announcements, nothing surprising. And it wasn't because of the leaks. It was just because of what was shown and the way that it was shown. That's all I gotta say.
Venom 2 million.